welcome back to the Reptiles With Podcast. I accept this. Can we talk about last night? You want to start with that?
You can talk about whatever you want.
All right.
Why you look at me, bro?
Let's talk about last night, all right?
What happened last night?
You fucking Chandler over here, fool.
Oh, you guys curse on the podcast?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I
Yeah.
feel like I've seen you curse.
Yeah.
Come on.
So you fool, you know who Casey Rocket is? Yeah. Full Casey Rocket energy. You grab Eric and you're like, hey, what's up, man? You shake his hand and you're like, are you ready to do the podcast? Are you pumped? And then you go, do you want a Zin? And Eric's like, I don't fucking know right now, dude.
Dude.
How
Yeah,
you-
I know you're the new part of the podcast, so I want to say what's up.
Yeah, dude.
Howdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard the other guy got fired because too much drama in between Mad Boy.
Mad boy.
Yeah.
There was only one short person at a time at the podcast.
Hey, I take offense.
That's something that took me off guard too. That the fact that you guys are all like very short in real life.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm not the tallest guy either. I'm not like 6 foot something.
Don't even start with, I'm not the tallest guy. I'm over here a strong 5'2", you know?
I'm the tallest guy, but I'm taller than you.
Taller than you.
That kind of makes me a little happy because he kind of said I have big people energy.
I never said that.
Well, shit.
Wrong.
He did say that on the phone. He was like, they were so short.
But I love it. Like going into a. I don't want to say anything.
Willy Wonka chocolate factory.
Let's talk about your blue tongues. So, are they dwarfs?
Yo, get the fuck out of
I
here, bro.
purposely work with small things so I could, overcompensate for.
All right, let's talk about the blue tongues for real. Chandler,
Okay.
Listen to this. He built these enclosures that were this tall and had to tell the guy they needed to be shorter for him to reach it.
Legitimately, the first enclosures that I built were about 3.5 foot high, and then I was like, as the year went on, I was like, dude, I have to like go on a cinder block to get inside of this fucking thing. So the next set that I had to do, I was like, it can't go higher than 2 feet, buddy. I'm sorry, there's no way.
Is that why you hired Daniel?
Yo, I just reached
one
it.
here.
I just reach it.
Yeah.
Bro. That's all I do. Long arms. I just reach it for him, bro.
Yeah.
Cereal at the top. God
Yeah.
damn.
Man, so you breed blue tongue skinks, huh?
I do that, man. I do. It's fucking
Why are
awesome,
you sweating so much?
dude. Do you know what alpha brain is?
Meth?
You pretty much.
Yeah. So check this out.
No,
so
it's Joe Rogan's.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just double dosed myself on alpha brain, and I am
Super locked in.
fucking
Really?
pumped right
Maybe
now,
it's the
dude.
beanie. It's keeping your head a little too long.
Yeah, maybe it's that.
You said you guys.
coming out.
you
It's
guys
the only way to
leaking,
tame
bro.
the fucking hair, dude.
You're
Wear a
fucking
do-rag.
leaking.
Yeah.
You look good. Don't stress it.
Well,
Whenever
now
I
I'm
think
stressing,
not looking-
dude.
Whenever I think I'm not looking good, I look in the mirror. I'm like, oh yeah, you look good. Nothing to worry about.
All right,
Yeah.
Chandler, missing a finger.
Yeah. What? Come on, hit it on the hand.
Yeah,
Because
let's go,
I think
let's
your
go.
podcast, like when you guys started, right? Like one
Yeah.
of your first episodes was
Yeah.
here at the Daytona Reptile
Yep.
show.
Yeah.
Yep. And you're
All right.
sitting there like,
Hit me. I'm
No.
the operation character.
All
I
right.
got a croc bite. I got a cobra bite. I've almost been killed a few different ways, but
yeah.
I do it because I like animals. What's up?
Okay, so you're missing a finger,
Missing part of my finger.
part of your finger. Now it looks like I don't know what that looks
Looks
like.
underdeveloped.
It's not a shocker, but it's not a shocker. That's a shocker.
It looks like you look like Deadpool with that hand like that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like it's gonna grow back.
I mean, look at my leg, dude. It looks like I
Yeah.
got my leg chopped off and it grew back.
yeah, that looks.
It looks like someone
insane.
blew my leg off with a shotgun. But it was a crocodile blender in a stew.
Okay, so the experience of the venom. Can you explain what that was like?
It was honestly the worst pain of my life. Like, what's the worst pain of your life? Think about it.
I fell one time and I scraped my knee.
What's the worst pain of your life?
Fell off my bike when I was 5. That shit was crazy.
What's the
got-
worst pain of your life?
I got bit on the balls by a snake.
It wasn't the croc monitor bite to the belly?
No,
That never happened. That never happened. Not
Oh, that
once.
never. Redacted. So we can talk about me getting mauled. But if I call him out on the croc bite and then his blue tongue bite on his balls, I can't talk about that.
No, listen. What was it like? Like, what? Where did you feel it on your hand? Did you feel it travel?
So as you saw in the video, I was filming the top four. I was filming the top 4 deadliest in India, and when I got to number 3, it was a large Indian cobra that was
Yeah.
like 5-6 feet long, the biggest Indian cobra I've ever messed with. This is a wild caught snake out of somebody's house that we're about to cut loose. But I was filming the top 4 deadliest, so I was filming all the snakes that we already caught out of houses. We're gonna go cut them loose, talk facts. But I kind of just went snake to snake, kind of like I was back home in my snake house in the AC chilling, and I didn't take breaks in between the shoots. and then I got nailed by the cobra. When it nailed me, it literally, you can see in the video, it swallowed about an inch of my finger. So 2 fangs in the base of my finger, and immediately I saw that it bit me on the tip, and I'm so lucky it was the tip of my finger and not my chest, not my neck, not my face. I would be dead if it bit me on the chest.
Yeah.
At least with the finger, I could cut off circulation to keep the neurotoxic venom from traveling. You know, for people watching this out there, you know, venomous snakes, they're not as simple as one type of venom. There's multiple types of venom. You got neurotoxic, cytotoxic, hemotoxic. You got a whole bunch of different venoms. And with that cobra, highly neurotoxic, highly cytotoxic. Weigh out what you want. Do you want neurotoxin shutting your body down and you can't breathe and you pass out in a rice field and die of your brain not getting oxygen? And then you go from clinical death to biological death, where if you get revived, you have brain damage and you're never going to be the same. So is brain damage and dying, or letting my finger rot from the cytotoxic venom? So it was literally like lava eating my finger from the inside out.
Jesus
I've
Christ.
never felt pain like that in my life. I've experienced lots of painful stuff. I got nailed by an 8-9 foot Cuban crocodile in a mud hole. I had torsion when I was a kid, which is when your balls are so big they twist. And when they start to twist, they turn purple. So I've had a lot of...
Didn't even know that shit was a thing. Now I'm scared.
I've heard of that.
And it happens when you have huge balls of steel. And you can look at my medical records. I only have a few surgeries. I have a finger surgeries, I have the Croc surgeries, and then I have the testicular surgeries. So...
No.
Wait, did you actually get testicular surgeries for this?
I'm not kidding. I literally, when I was 13, 14 years old, I had so much testosterone going through me that I had to get my weights anchored down because they were twisting. They would twist as I would walk.
Dude,
I might have to get reduction because I have balls of steel.
Yeah, they
Hell
need to
yeah.
be
This isn't a
reduced.
joke. This isn't ego. This is literally facts. My
This
balls
is-
are too big for my body.
And that's a problem. I mean, look at the rest of you, bro.
Yeah.
That's because of
You're a
your
big
balls.
boy,
Hey,
man.
Yo, whoa. That wasn't your phone in your pocket, dude?
No, that's a phone. But it was the worst pain of my life. So, you know, I had the choice, like, cut off the circulation or let the venom flow through you. Some people would say, oh, let the venom flow through you. It's all about the circumstance, the situation you're
Yeah.
in. If
Where you
you're
were,
in a-
you didn't have the chance.
If you're in a venomous snake room in America and you know there's a hospital nearby that might have anti-venom, or you have your own anti-venom, that's one thing. Get to the hospital, no need for cutting off circulation. You're getting anti-venom soon. For me, I didn't know if I was going to get anti-venom, so I had to cut off the circulation so I just didn't go unconscious and die in the field. So some people might say, oh, should have let it flow. Some people say you should cut off the circulation. It's all depending on the snake you get bit by. Vipers you treat different than cobras. Cobras, you cut off circulation to keep the neurotoxic venom from shutting your body down. A viper, you don't cut it off because it eats your flesh away, and you're basically going to have to tourniquet. You're basically going to have to amputate that body part if it's a viper bite, depending on the species. So, because of my medical background, that's the only reason I'm still talking to you guys today. Like,
Yeah.
If I didn't cut off the circulation, I probably would have died in a rice field in India. And I love Indian food, but I'm not dying out there.
That's the takeaway.
I'm literally like holding my finger, death grip with my orangutan fingers on this hand,
Yeah.
death grip. It's turning purple within minutes, feeling agonizing pain. And we're trying to get through the town, and it's India. There's no street rules. There's cows in the road. There's people on motorbikes that I've never seen a white guy. And I'm there with long, crazy Jesus hair because I didn't want to get a haircut for some reason. And I'm holding it, pinching it to death. And there's cows in the road staring at us. Guy on a motorbike. Oh, sir, what are you doing in here? I'm like, go away, snake bite, snake bite. And then my buddy in Hindi's like, no, get out of the way. He's like, oh, sorry, sir, sorry. When I was in my hospital bed, I had at any given time 10 to 20-something people surrounding my bed like I was handing out candy. I was dying in a hospital bed from a cobra bite. And these people are asking me for selfies. My doctor, who's supposed to be administering the anti-venom, is asking me what my YouTube channel is called to subscribe. Well, I'm still pinching my finger.
Did he subscribe?
Yeah. Yeah, he did. A couple people did. There's an old man dying next to me. They put me in the room where people die. I was going past people who had their arms ripped apart. I went past a guy with a Russell's Viper bite that had rotted his leg. They put me in the very back of this top room. Literally, there's one other guy, and there's an empty bed where there was a guy. The guy next to me was an old man. His head was like a football that was deflated, and it looked like a quarter of the football was punched in. That was an old man that was right next to me who was dying. They put me right next to him. So I was looking around like, fuck, this is not where I want to be.
It's not the room.
So it was crazy. Like, I don't think I have PTSD or anything, but I think about it every day of my life.
Of
And it
course.
just happened a year ago.
Yeah,
so
Of
like,
course.
I literally will sit there and just stare into space and just think about almost dying. And it's not because like oh, I'm so scared of the cobra or this or that. It's just like, it's such an intense moment of your life where you're going in and out of consciousness. And like, what's crazy is because I cut off the circulation, the neurotoxins never shut my body down. Everyone in the hospital was confused. They're like, how are you still awake? And they're trying to get me to let go of my finger before the anti-venom was administered. The guy was like, show me your finger, let go, it's okay. I'm like, it's not okay. I need the anti-venom to be in my body before I let go of my finger. And I waited for 20 vials of anti-venom to be in my body for half an hour until I let go of my finger. And then after that, when I finally let go, I felt the venom crawling up my forearm. I felt the pain. I felt acid going up my forearm. So I called my dad to let him know, like, hey, I got bit by a cobra. I got anti-venom. I'm hoping I'm going to live, but pray for me. And I had to call my dad. It was like 4 a.m. where he was at. He's in his 70s. It broke my heart to have to call him and say, I started breaking down crying after I hung up on the phone. And my buddies in India were like, it's okay, you're going to be fine. I'm like, that's not the thing. It's like my dad. He brought me into this world. And I just called him and told him that I might die. And you have to pray for me. So it was really intense. It was pretty tough.
Wow.
Going through all of that and experiencing that whole thing, how do you see the way that like this community kind of like responds to that, man?
Well, it was pretty cool because like most people, even people who didn't like me before, were coming out going, wow, you obviously know what you're doing because you're not dead. Some people want to go, oh, you should have done it like this, you should have done it like that. All right, keep cleaning your ball python cage and tell me how to deal with a cobra. Go ahead. I clean all my snake cages at my facility. Right now I got like 60 plus venomous snakes, crocodiles. I clean and take care of every single animal myself every day of my life. So like, people can try to tell me how to do things. I've been in it since I was a little kid. You can go back and see photos of me kissing cougars when I was 9 years old and wrestling gators when I was 13. So, you know, and it's not ego. It's just like, this is my life. This is not a hobby. This is what I live and breathe. I might have a little bit of like tism where I hyper focus on things. You know, some people are hyper focus on trucks. Some people are hyper focus on blue tongues. I hyper focus on crocodiles and crocodile conservation and cobras. That's what really gets me excited. Like, that's what I live for.
And I when all of that stuff was happening with you, I would scroll through Facebook and people would like say things and I'm like, dude, like this guy's actually like going through a thing right now. Like if this guy loses life, you're gonna look like a fucking asshole.
Yeah, they're disconnected. They're going through the internet. You know, they're not seeing a person in front of them. It's like today. Like I saw this one guy that I did a podcast with, and he was trying to act like he never seen me in his life before. And I was like, yo. And then finally at the bar, I run into him. I went up to him. I was like, dude, what's up? And then he dropped the whole moody act and whatnot, and he gave me a hug, and we said we're cool. People are just like that, bro. And then when you meet them in person, it's completely different.
Absolutely.
All the drama. It's like the whole Kevin McCurley drama. I bet if Kevin McCurley was right here, he'd probably give me a hug.
Normal.
You know?
Were you there in the first animal? No. So when obviously we've said our things about nerd and whatever on the podcast.
I appreciate you defending me over the years, bro. I know
I love you,
we're growing with our friendship, and I've only known you for a few years, but like, bro, I respect you, and I appreciate you looking out for me.
No, honestly, this guy sucks.
When I had that brain bleed, and you guys were trying to discuss like USARC and FWC, and you got like this Daniel Parker guy going, Chandler, making jokes about me while I'm dying in the hospital. I appreciate you defending me. And it's funny because I go to these events and these people smile in my face and they wave to me like we're best friends, but they low-key want me to like get hurt.
No, of course. And I've always respected you for a very long time. We have friends in common, and I've seen you here and there. And honestly, half of these people that want to say something are the same people that are doing the scummy shit that I disagree with the most. So like,
a lot of the people that hate on me are people that have criminal history. Like, I've noticed that some of these facilities that are trying to be conservation facilities, look at their history, and they broke federal state. They went over they broke federal law on keeping venomous snakes. They've been to court. And these are the same people saying I'm bad for the community. I'm like, dude, I've never broken the rules. I literally have done nothing but follow the rules and pursue conservation work, while other people just want to break the rules and make money off selling the animals.
Yeah,
100%.
And I guess that's the thing about like being the loudest in the room, the one with the most notoriety. You got the most eyes on you, and people get envious, man.
It's also what you're saying. Are you just yelling stuff, or are you just gonna like something with meaning? Real meaning.
Blue tongue skinks are great.
I actually love blue tongue skinks. I got a cool story for you.
Okay.
Blue tongue skinks are their brain is like a switch, bro. I'm
Yeah.
sure you know, working with them. When I found wild blue-tongued skinks in the outback of Australia, going with
Oh,
Ricky
that's so cool.
Ricky Mackenzie, going through the outback of Australia, 9 days camping with him in different spots, finding herps. We would find blue-tongued skinks crossing the road in the evening, and they're so in fight-flight mode, fight-flight, and they're going, and they're like, don't mess with me, don't mess with me. And then the second you grab a grasshopper and you offer them a grasshopper,
It's over.
they go, And literally, there's a video of me having a wild blue-tongued skink, enticing it to crawl up on my hand and eat off my hand like I trained it. It's on YouTube. I got photos.
We need to go to Australia.
Yeah, Australia. You would love Australia. Yeah.
Dude, fuck,
Blue tongues.
What does it define? Monitors?
Excuse me. Panoptes. Everyone calls them Argus monitors in the United States,
Okay.
but the Argus name was actually just made up in the pet trade, I believe. They're really just called sand goannas, but also known as the Panoptes. So we found a lot of Panoptes running around. The biggest one was like 6 foot. I got a photo holding it. It was like 6+ feet. Ricky Mack was barefoot in his shorts,
Of course.
running on hot rock during the day. This thing was eating a dead wallaby on the road, like a dinosaur on the road. And then we're both like, all right, we're going to go get it. My camera guy was messing around with his photo gear, and I was like, damn, I need to get this on video. Ricky starts running. I'm like, I'm just going to film Ricky, and I'm chasing Ricky through the spinifex, which is sharp-ass plants.
Yeah.
Hot, scorching, sharp, hot rock, and he's running barefoot. He's got, like, aboriginal feet. Like, he
For
never wears
sure.
shoes. And he jumped this thing in the spinifex, somehow caught it.
How do you catch? Like,
Pulled it out of thin air.
I don't understand how you catch so many monitors. Like, how do you catch a fast?
You
freaking
got to get
lizard?
on the psyche of the lizard. You got to trick him a little bit. You know, there's different techniques. Like if a lizard's small and it's on a tree, like a little tree goanna or a nightingale, frilled dragon, whatever it is, the best technique is the higher or lower. When you go behind a tree, it's on the opposite side, and your buddy's at a distance going lower, higher, lower. And then they get the right spot, blind grab, and that's actually how I caught my first frilled dragon. Huge frilled dragon, bit the shit out of my thumb, bro. I thought my thumbnail was about to come off. Amazing, and I just went and grabbed it like that, dude. Monster. So frilled dragons, freshwater crocodiles, black. What's that species called? Black palm monitor. I forgot what it was
Block-headed?
called. There's so many different monitors in
Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. We found King Gorum, the little mini one. We found it under a rock, a little monitor lizard with a long curly tail. Something they pay like thousands of dollars here to trade and sell and stuff.
Insanity.
Yeah.
Insanity.
We
bro.
found the first night. This was the most insane thing. So you know, the Owenpelly python is one of the rarest pythons in the world. It's a python found in a little part of habitat in northern Australia near Darwin, and it gets long. It gets long like an amethystine python almost. It's almost like the, I don't want to say the retic of Australia, but like it's kind of like that. It almost looks like one. We looked at it in a book. We saw how hard it was to find them on the flight landing into the outback, and I was like, damn, I want to find that snake. Ricky took us to a spot the first night. The night went into the AM, and at 2 a.m, we somehow found a 6-foot Owenpelly python in a tree.
No fucking way.
And we're all freaking out. We're like, what?
That's
So
so
we cooked
fucking
kangaroo
sick.
steaks on a little grill
Yeah.
in the outback. Oh, same spot we found the Owenpelly python. There's sugar gliders up in the tree looking down at us.
What the
Sugar gliders, like what you see at a
Yeah,
pet store.
yeah,
like,
Yeah.
So cool. Oh wait, no, I didn't catch any carpet pythons. We
What?
caught black-headed pythons. That's
Oh,
That's better.
nice.
though.
That's
I will
sick.
say
they
it's a
are
little better.
very reluctant to bite for the most part. I feel like womas bite more than the
Really?
I fucking
blackheads.
hate woman's
Yeah.
bites. Their bites are insane,
They just
bro.
fucking-
You'll
They're
like
on
this. First night in Australia before the Owenpelly python, we went to this like swampy preserve. It was kind of like going into the Everglades, like a little berm that you drive, and there's swamp on both sides. See an eye shine from a saltwater croc. Had to try the call.
No, you didn't.
6+ foot salty beelines, and it's on video. My first episode in the
No.
outback came
Fuck.
right to the shore. Big salty, big 6+ foot, small,
That's fucking
Big 6 foot.
huge.
Small.
The biggest one I've ever seen. Okay, it's average. It's small.
That's sick, bro.
Ah.
That's sick. I've
Good
seen-
times.
Yeah, Australia is my dream trip. That,
Yeah, you got it. Especially if you're an Aussie, Australian herp enthusiast.
Yeah.
Like my favorite reptiles are Australian and Asian. Southeast Asian, it's my favorite stuff.
Okay.
Venomous lizards, everything that's in Asia. It doesn't even have to be a reptile. Like the
Everything that's in
elephants.
Asia.
Everything that's in Asia, the biggest hornbills, the most beautiful hornbills.
Bro, hornbills,
I've had them.
hornbills.
I've had them over my campsite in Thailand eating
Oh
fruit.
my god.
They're everywhere.
I love
They're like
hornbills
vultures
so
here in
much.
Florida. They're everywhere.
That's so sick, bro.
Yeah, and
Rhino
gibbons,
hornbills.
too.
Oh my god.
That must be insane.
And tigers.
That's insane.
Nothing made me almost shit my pants more than walking in habitat that I thought didn't have prolific tigers And I look at my buddy Chris Sweet. Shout out to Christopher Shannon from Thailand. He's a snake keeper. Badass. Follow him on Instagram, Chris Sweet. We're walking, and he's just like, yeah, man, tiger's crazy. I'm like, yeah, it hasn't been an attack in like 80 years, right? He's like, huh, no, man. Somebody got killed 2 months ago on this road. White lady. I'm like, ooh.
Oh shit.
Ooh, not good.
Yeah, no
And I was wrapped up from the croc bite.
Yeah.
I had
I remember this.
visible bandages on my leg. I got a little gangster limp. Chris Sweet is taller than me, 6 foot something. So I'm short. I got a limp. And him and I are walking for 8 hours on foot looking for
You
king
look
cobras.
like food, bro. You built
Yeah,
like
it was
food.
pretty bad. I was tripping.
Yeah, like, what do you think of South America? Is there anything there for you?
Oh, everything's there for me. It's waiting for me. I haven't been yet because it's right there. And
Got you. So you
well, I
know
told
he's
you my favorite stuff is Australia and
Okay.
Asia.
so he's going
like,
far.
Right off the
Yeah.
bat, when I got my passport, first place I ever went to was Thailand.
Oh shit.
By myself. Met up with David's Feed, the Kurt Cobain of snake hunting.
Damn.
Fire.
Herping, not actually killing snakes, just
Yeah.
herping. He's a whiz with snakes. He just knows his stuff inside and out. He knows where to find them, the perfect climate, what they're eating, everything. And he's just monotone. And he reminds me so much of Nirvana, Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Super cool monotone guy. I love him. If you ever go to Asia, we gotta go herp with him. You guys will have a great time.
Yeah.
He's a wizard.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Just tell him what you want to see, he'll take you to it. You want to go see Dracos? We'll go catch Dracos.
Dude, with this life
Fly.
that you fucking live, man, like coming to a
It's a
reptile,
wild life.
Yeah, with yeah, look at that.
No shit.
Just like coming to a reptile expo, like what does it for you? You know, like you're doing all these
Just hanging
things,
out.
just hanging out. It's just a vibe.
I come to drink.
Okay.
I'm not a big drinker, and I come to see people I haven't seen in forever,
Yeah.
socialize, catch up, squash beefs if there's any beefs. I'm a big beef squasher. So if I have a problem with somebody, I like to go straight up to them and not like cause a fight. Just be like, hey man, I'm a real
This is
person.
stupid.
Yeah.
This is not a TV screen. Like I'm a
It's
real
usually
person.
Stupid.
And it always
Yeah.
ends up getting squashed. Not that I look for drama or nothing, but it finds me being a YouTuber. So
Yeah.
Got you.
I think that like what you just said is very true. Like this motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
I said yesterday that I was gonna go herping.
dude, he's got skulls tattooed on his fingers.
I just raw.
Can you play us a riff before we end the podcast later? Do you have your?
No, I don't have my.
Oh man, imagine if we did like a little jam sesh for the end.
That'd be fine.
Kevin McCurley. Yeah.
Sorry, Kevin.
I will definitely outshred Kevin McCurley. I'll say it right now.
AnimalCon.
No way.
2024 AnimalCon.
We'll see you there.
Battle of the Bands.
Kevin McCurley. We'll have the guitars ready.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. They're doing it. I'll just be there and I'll judge and be like, he won, obviously.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Yeah, this motherfucker, bro. Yesterday I said I was gonna go herping after the show, and he was like, "You were gonna go where? Everybody's here. You could herp any other day." This motherfucker is he loves being around his friends and people.
Listen.
And
You told him this. We were telling him this for a week, but you listened to him.
I didn't listen. I still went.
Oh my god. I hate this man.
You got all year to go herp.
That is true.
This is the time to have fun. And for that certain herper buddy of ours, our mutual friend, good job finding that rattlesnake, but it wasn't worth it. Dime a dozen.
Dime a dozen.
Oh
All right,
man.
that'll be it.
Yeah, we're good.
What?
You gonna keep
going.
talking?
I just
more
want
than
to
this?
capitalize on it. Yeah.
Oh, let's keep going then.
Okay.
We've been talking for like 30 minutes.
So
I'm expecting an hour to 2 hours.
All right.
I bet I need an energy drink, but I'm down. I'm
right.
down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I an inconvenience for you guys?
Wow.
Me telling you my near-death experiences and how I told my dad I was going to die and he was crying to me?
Wow.
I'm
jealous.
sorry.
He's
Maybe I
Russian,
should
he's
jealous,
leave.
'cause
Maybe I
his
should
dad
go to
didn't ask
MJ
him that.
podcast, Trap Talk, whatever. Maybe I should go back to his thing.
Well, he didn't like you from the beginning.
Well, we'll see about that. We were hugging a whole lot last night.
Oh, so that's who you squashed the beef with.
Yeah, it's not even like
Okay.
a beef. It's just like you got upset for no reason.
Oh, gotcha.
It is what it is. Don't get mad when you see this.
Yeah. I don't think he's
Resquash
gonna
that
see this.
shit.
I don't think he watched this.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are going to keep growing. You just need to keep posting like you've been doing.
Yeah.
And I think
yeah.
the thing is, it's always the thumbnails. Like Stone told you when he came on, thumbnails
Yeah.
and titles are a huge thing.
Yeah.
And you guys
Absolutely.
know how to hit it. Sadly, some of the most viewed crap is like the drama ones.
The negative, yeah.
And it
Yeah.
sucks. And it's like, man, when I start my podcast, I don't want it to all be about drama,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I guess it is what it is. It's
So
what they
this is
wanna
the
hear.
thing.
It's life.
This is the thing about the way that we've been doing the
I'm
podcast.
gonna scoot back so they can see you.
Jesus.
So what we've been doing is like, obviously we have to find the drama where it is, but at least the tail end of it it's got to be something positive. It's got to be something entertaining. And I try my best to like have it comedic. Even though we're going to argue, even though we're going to do the thing, like we got to laugh through it. Because what I don't like is that a lot of these reptile podcasts, it's just like, it's species specific.
Yeah, it's really boring. It's really like...
I don't listen to any reptile podcast. I only listen
anyone
to
new
comedy
coming into the
podcasts.
hobby or
That's
anything
the
like that,
thing.
they're not going to want to listen to that.
Yeah.
Like, good, you know your scientific names. You can work with other breeders and scientists and stuff like that to know exactly what you're looking at. But the new people coming into this don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
You got to break it down. Excuse me. You got to break it down for
You're
them.
good. Yeah.
I burp. Sorry.
No, you're good.
It is very limiting. I feel like it's a thin line of people that you're gonna like absorb from that.
Yeah, and it's good that you guys have like a friendship, a banter, that you guys pick on each other.
Yeah.
Like I'll probably do more podcasts with Stone and Tyler and whatnot because we all pick on each other and it's funny to watch. You know?
Yeah. It's definitely the vibe, man. You know, I mean, even with him, that he gets loud and crazy about all the things going on in the industry and stuff like that. And I find myself defending him at every show. And I'm like, well, you don't fucking know him. And then whoever has a fucking conversation with him is like, well, he's not even that bad. And I'm like, well, now you get it.
Yeah, but guess what? That's why he's the golden egg.
Yeah.
That's why you need him for this podcast.
Yeah.
Golden egg?
He's because bro,
He's the
you're
special one.
the loud one. You're like Jake Paul. Wait, is it Logan Paul? Logan Paul. Which one is the impulsive?
Jake.
Logan.
That's Jake.
Impulsive is Logan.
Logan. All right,
Yeah.
Logan Paul has that guy with him.
Mike.
Mike is always willing to yell out and say the craziest shit, while Logan's trying to be the quiet guy. Bro, you're the guy who hypes it up. There has to be a guy like that. The thing with me is like I'm that guy, but I'm also chill at the same time. So that's why I'm gonna steal him for my podcast.
It's gonna be a.
They're laughing.
It's gonna be a mixture.
They're
out
laughing,
here,
but wait.
No, I think that actually.
I'm just gonna borrow him. I'm not gonna steal him.
No, I think that would be actually a really good idea.
Well, you guys all need to come to the podcast. I
Oh,
set
of
up a room
course.
with. This is. I'm not trying to. I was not even planning this as a joke, but the furniture I ordered is way too small for regular sized adults. Bro, I ordered these couches for the podcast. They showed up. They're for fucking blue tongue skinks, basically. To sit in. So when we come, bro, you're gonna look huge in the setup. You're gonna be like
I
Shaq.
appreciate it.
Wait until you see the setup. It's embarrassing,
man,
honestly.
dude. Well,
I
I'm
need do
excited
it
to
with
see
you guys.
that,
Just
yeah.
go out to a lake or something.
dude. It's so much fun.
It's nice. It's better to look at, you know.
Yeah.
It is, and it's so much,
Yeah.
bro. Before the pod, whenever we go to like a lake, a river, or whatever, before the pod, I'm swimming.
Yeah.
And I just get out the water. All right, let's do this podcast.
Bro, you
get it.
swim up and oh, sorry, didn't know we were starting. Sorry,
Didn't we say to do that one time?
Yeah.
The one where we were at over there on the
Econ.
East Coast?
but all you
that
guys
one.
have to do it.
What?
This
All
guy
you
will
guys
not
have
take
to
off
do
his
it.
shirt.
Oh, tell him why. Tell him why. Tell him why.
You got saggy tits.
Wait, no, wait.
oh.
Do you want to? Are you public about your situation?
Fuck you.
Fuck it. Okay.
Chandler. He's about to say something he's never said on the podcast. You need to listen to this.
I don't have nipples.
So wait. Pause.
That smile went.
So you're basically an echidna. You have patches. You have milk patches.
Yeah, and I got little spines that come out.
I showed you my nub. You want to show me the?
If
Show me.
Eric shows us his
How about
nuts
this?
right now, or
Can you
No.
face this way and show off the camera?
No.
we've never seen it.
We've never seen it.
We've
I'll show you my balls.
No,
Yo,
bro.
he has huge balls.
Huge, the biggest. My
I'm really excited about those balls.
Dude, no, the nipples are better.
You want in?
no. I'm okay. Bro.
Yeah.
Nipples, dude. You're not gonna
No, you're good, bro. I'm sorry.
I will
Yeah.
take. I will take the echidna position in the group.
No, I'm sorry, dude. We're not trying to peer pressure you.
No, that's cool.
I am.
One day, you guys will see
We'll never see. his-
what's happening down there.
What's your ethnicity?
My ethnicity.
Yeah.
What do you think he is?
I'm just curious. Tell me.
Give me a guess.
You kind of look like that one kid who's injecting me with anti-venom in India. And I was like, dude, you're 14. Don't touch me with that. He had no
That's
beard,
great.
though. He had no beard.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your background? Pakistani?
Wow.
What is it?
A little more.
Are you Hispanic?
Yeah.
What are you?
He's from Central Florida. They
Yeah,
only
but-
got one kind of Hispanic
no.
there.
I'm an
Oh, you're Puerto Rican?
Yep.
Yeah, Puerto
Yeah.
Rican.
Crazy like a Puerto Rican. Look at that hair.
Yeah. But
hair
we're
like a
like
Puerto Rican.
now. We're getting taken over by the Brazilians.
Well, I'm
Oh, true.
Hungarian. I'm half Hungarian, so just like white mixed up.
White.
Are you?
German, Hungarian, Italian.
European.
Yeah.
You got all the
Okay.
whites in you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This
What else? What
motherfucker.
else?
Where do you think I'm
nipples.
from?
Kissimmee in a
No,
trailer,
I'm
Kissimmee
from-
trailer park.
I'm from Miami. So where do you think I'm from?
Oh, I'm from Miami.
Yeah?
I was born off Dixie at Baptist Hospital.
Oh shit! I'm like 137 and 200 down south.
You know what they're saying?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know
Okay,
fucking
okay.
numbers. The fuck
No
does that
one
mean?
knows.
Very
what we're
south,
talking
very
about.
south.
Well, cool. We're both born in Miami.
Yeah.
Got what I say to you.
The what? The fuck you say?
Got what I say to you.
Get what I say?
Got what I say to you.
I don't know what he's saying.
What's
He's
up?
trying
What's
to
up,
speak
bro?
the native dialect.
What's up, bro? Are you Cuban?
Yeah. Cuban Nicaraguan. Que bola hacer?
Que bola
Oh,
hacer?
Saying it fast as fuck.
There, yeah, I don't-
Yeah.
Que bola hacer?
puta mierda, coño.
There you go, dude. Honorary
Bleep,
Hispanic.
bleep,
dude.
bleep, bleep.
No,
No, it's fine. We leave all of it.
Yeah,
the only
all
thing
of it.
I cut out is the first 5 minutes. Whenever I just little snips. Yeah.
So what's the next big step for your podcast? Are you guys looking to get any big guests, or are you just going to keep going how you've been going?
So this is
and
the
just
thing.
by that, I'm just saying like
No.
each other.
No, so this is the thing. I think that now towards the end of the year, we start a little bit of planning. We start figuring out what's going to be the next thing for this upcoming year. We had a lot of changes this year. Tino is he got his new job, so it's been hard to schedule with him.
Having a girlfriend?
No, he works at.
Oh,
Yeah.
can you swim?
No, he can't. He can't. And yeah, no, and we
This
started
girlfriend's getting
recording
mad at me.
outside.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, we got. I guess now is the time to start talking about that. But I would like to do more collabs, more traveling if we can. We just got to figure out schedules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like AnimalCon happening.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Sorry.
AnimalCon happening. I think that's a good.
Why don't you
chance
guys do
to
a podcast at AnimalCon?
How do we go
Are we?
about that?
I don't even know how to go
Just
about
do
that.
it.
Do it at the entrance so everyone sees it.
I'm with that.
You think Brian Barczyk would say no? Seriously, bro.
Genuinely.
No,
seriously.
no.
You think he would ever say no to you guys?
I guess.
No.
He
he wouldn't.
supported
He would support it.
everyone.
He would never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like he would literally let you guys
Really would.
do whatever.
Yeah.
If you guys wanted to fight each other, he'd probably let you guys fight each other for a boxing match.
Oh my God! Talking about a boxing match, dude. Somebody came up right now, like a little while ago, with a card. The thing was Fish and Fist or Fish and Fury. That apparently like the fish people are doing boxing matches.
Dude, the fish people are
Predatory
on some shit.
Fins just did one.
What
For
the
real?
fuck?
He was supposed to go against King of DIY, do it
Oh,
yourself.
I
You know
think
I'm
that's
talking
what
about
the
fish
thing
guy?
was.
Yeah.
I think that's what the
They
ad
just had
was.
the fight the other day, but they're supposed to fight each other, and then the King of DIY, I guess, wanted to fight his friend instead. I don't know. So then they fought random people that nobody knew.
That's a
no offense to the
thing?
people they fought.
That's a thing. They're boxing now.
They were gonna box.
They're boxing now, bro.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
Who would you box?
You're good.
Oh,
Do your thing. Do your thing.
I don't want to fight anyone. I know there's maybe a couple guys out there that would love to get the fight out of me, but
Dude, you're a big hefty dude, man.
Yeah.
You're a
that-
strong man.
Here's the thing. I've only done American Top Team briefly in my life. I grew up with an older brother. We threw each other through walls. So like, yeah, I can scrap and stuff, but I haven't been trained. I've been taking care of my animals every day for
Yeah.
the past however many years.
you don't box them?
Huh?
You don't box them?
Box what?
The
Your
snakes.
animals,
Crocs,
bro?
dude.
Oh no. I grew up with people that would smack Crocs on the nose and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were crazy people. They're not
Yeah.
alive anymore.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that for sure.
But no, if I were to do it, I would actually have to train because, like, technically I am handicapped. I'm missing parts of my body. So, like, I know I walk
So
around
you'd be in the
normal-ish.
Special Olympics if you were.
No, maybe mentally. But no, like, I would do it if it was for conservation, to raise money for conservation.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
dude,
Maybe we set it up.
you know we.
I'm sure there's a couple people out there that would love to get in a ring with me.
Yeah.
Not that I'm hungry for it, but, like, sure, if we raise it for conservation.
Yeah.
If I have time to train, I'll do it.
dude, that
I
would
mean,
be insane.
dude, I'm not even supposed to be walking around the way I walk around. Like, I was supposed to be like, for the croc bite, I was supposed to be in rehab for like 6 months or 8 months. I never
You
did it.
didn't?
I just walked around Thailand in the mountains.
Rehab in Asia.
I mean, do you have trouble walking?
I think it's okay, but I realized like after my Cobra bite and I had to stop smoking weed for a while and I wasn't smoking as much,
And you can feel.
I could feel all the pain.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
feel the pain in my left leg because my left leg took all the weight.
Yeah.
I was hopping for a while. I was in a wheelchair and then I was hopping around. And then I didn't really have good help at my house. Like my brother, he stayed with me when I was recovering from my croc bite, but he doesn't deal with animals. So I'd be hopping around, moving a 300-gallon tub halfway filled with water with crocs in it, trying to move it because somebody else didn't want to move it. Sorry.
You're good.
And I'm hopping on one leg, dragging stuff. Like, that was my recovery.
Oh my
So-
god.
I need time to train, but I do it.
You've been.
And if you're out there and you're thinking about it, hit me up.
oh,
All right.
dude.
They wanted it to be me and Kevin McCurley when we had the beef at AnimalCon.
kill
Oh
him.
no,
You
wait,
would
dude.
kill
He's tall and skinny.
I don't even
man.
want to think about it. That's not even, it's not right.
Yeah.
No, it's
He's
not.
also
It's
older,
not.
man.
You know
Yeah,
what they
that's
say.
not. That's
Yeah.
not.
Respect your elders.
Yeah, no, that. Yeah, that's too far. That's too
Yeah,
far.
and he doesn't really hate me. I think he low-key loves me.
I think that's true for all those people, bro. I think any of those people that low-key have like that beef or whatever, like.
Well, it was for clout, bro. It was obviously for clout.
Sure, for sure.
It was all for clout because the way they would do it is they wanted to like bait me into like making videos about them, and it's like, dude, my channel's not about calling people out. It's about animals and making people like animals and taking a break from the drama of your own day. Yeah. You know, like, dude, Brian Barczyk, he's always like, have a wonderful day. He's just trying to make you smile in every video.
Yeah.
He's dealing with a billion things, but...
Bro, you know how much crap, like, today, I have so much drama in my personal life and business life, but I just put it aside because I've been wanting to do a podcast with you guys for a while, and I had to cancel a couple times.
Yeah.
Because I'm running all my stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, if you want to come and get a tour at Chandler's Wild World, you can go to ChandlersWildLife.com and book a tour. That's why I'm so busy. I'm doing tours, I'm entertaining you guys, and I'm taking care of my animals.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Well, we got to go visit. That's fucking...
You guys should come film a podcast at my place,
100%.
or vice versa. We do a podcast at my place for my podcast. Whatever you guys want to do.
Both.
We should do one on my dock with all the fish eating in the background.
Yep.
Dude.
For your podcast,
Yeah.
and we
This
do one in my podcast room.
Okay.
This weekend.
This weekend.
The one
This
coming
weekend.
up?
Yeah.
This weekend.
Maybe not this weekend coming up.
Nah, this weekend, dude.
No, I can't. It's my anniversary.
She can come.
We'll have candles.
Let her feed camels. Let her hold an owl.
Dude,
Let her play with a baby otter.
The otter might fucking win. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never wanted an otter more since you've been starting to fucking post these fucking videos. I'm like,
They're not good pets,
really?
Yeah.
but they're
okay.
adorable.
Yeah.
It's like having a pet Wolverine that swims.
I just saw
Aggressive.
the video. You went, like, some military people or whatever, and you had it on your shoulder.
I was up at the Eglin Air Force Base. They invited me to go up there and help train their rangers
That's
for the
sick.
Eglin Air Force Base when they work with rattlesnakes because
Oh.
they train in a giant naturally protected area that they go through. They crawl through all the guys training. There's pygmies, there's diamondbacks, there's moccasins, there's coral snakes. So some of the rangers have to be trained how to handle and relocate. Other people would usually just kill them, but they put this Ranger 6 station together on the property so they don't have to kill snakes and they can educate the other rangers because
That's
not
so
everyone
fire.
likes snakes.
Yeah.
A lot of rangers there, while I was there's rangers that aren't a part of that department, and they're making jokes about killing snakes. But the guys I was hanging out with, they make sure that all those snakes get relocated and they don't get killed.
Fire.
Because even though an eastern diamondback is not endangered, it should be listed as endangered.
Yeah.
And
It's
they treat
low
them
in
like they're
numbers.
endangered.
Yeah, that they are definitely low in numbers. That's so cool, though, that you got to do. The intro to that video is so fire.
They let me train. Dude, I ate a full breakfast. I didn't know what I was doing next. Ate a giant breakfast, gravy, biscuits, everything. They put me in pants, all the gear, and then they're like, run through this obstacle course we don't even let people use anymore. It's outdated. And I ran through it and I almost puked in the guy's helmet. My otter followed me through the whole entire training course.
That's
That is
so
fucking
cool, bro.
hilarious.
That's
and I was
cute.
lucky enough to be in the same. I was lucky enough to be in the same place that Steve Irwin was allowed to come and
Yes.
film here in Florida. Those are the same rangers in their bar on the base. They got the photo of Steve Irwin and his wife and all the rangers at the time that were filming with them.
No.
Oh, that's
I was in the same
awesome.
reptile
way.
building. They filmed all that stuff in with the rattlesnakes and everything.
No.
Yeah,
way,
it was so
dude.
cool.
That is
I'm a huge
legendary.
fan of Steve Irwin, and he is the reason I am who I am today. So
Legendary.
I know a lot of people, in the animal world, they're like, oh, this, that, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I grew up on Steve Irwin. He's a legend. He's the reason most of us like animals.
Yeah, I think he's the reason why it blew up the way it did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and people like Brian Barczyk
Yeah.
kept it flowing.
Yup.
Because mainstream media, TV, just dropped all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So
think
thank God for all the YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
Because we would be eating garbage from TV.
I literally agree.
I'm
think,
tired of watching naked people in the jungle that are afraid.
dude. How many times?
How many times do we have
to?
to see that they're afraid and they're naked? Did you know that the first time they're scouting out for that show, the producer that also produced Man vs. Wild and stuff like that, or Bear Grylls' show, they were scouting in Costa Rica. A fertilance, highly necrotic venom, bites him on the top of his foot, rots the top of his foot. It's in the news. It's everything. This was like 8 years ago or something. And after all of that, oh, my foot's rotting. Great place to send naked people. They still film. They're like, great
That is-
location.
we loved it.
Let's
It's
send a guy with
perfect.
low-hanging fruit around these snakes.
Dude, necropsy on the fucking cock, dude.
Dude, how about
That's crazy.
you on Naked
What?
and Afraid?
This one.
You two on Naked and Afraid?
This one. We'll see the nipples.
They'll blur
finally.
out the nipples.
Yeah.
Well,
I
they'll
thi-
blur out whatever.
I guess they're already blurred out, technically.
If it makes you feel better, Ryan Gratney, that guy who came by earlier from Primitive Predators, tiniest nipples I've ever seen. It's like he doesn't have any. It's like he doesn't have any. If it makes you feel better, I'll show you mine.
Let's go.
I have a tiger with no permit.
1 out of 10.
How do we
1
rate
through 10.
Chandler's nipples?
Comment down below.
They're a 7. They're a 7. I'd say they're
Solid.
a 7.
I actually like my vantage point right now. That's pretty fire.
Dude, that
Yeah.
tattoo fucking hurt, bitch. I know it.
Yeah.
And right on the stomach. I'm avoiding the stomach at all costs,
Dude,
bro.
compared to everything else,
Yeah,
yeah,
never mind.
it wasn't.
Never mind.
It was pretty bad though. On the sternum, getting tattooed on the sternum is probably the worst pain ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
You didn't get a tattoo, but you got bit on your belly or your chest.
Shut up.
He's never
Stop
had
hiding
anything.
it. Stop hiding it. Mistakes happen. Can I see? Whew. Imagine if your intestines came out.
That's what I thought.
Fun.
Scary.
That's
what
what
I
you thought?
God bless you for not getting your guts ripped out.
Dude,
the stuff you do with Buggy is
I didn't-
wild.
I
You're
didn't-
bugging when you're hanging out with Buggy.
I fucking hate this guy.
Buggy's a Croc monitor.
I didn't know what, like, I saw it, but I didn't feel it. So I was like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
It's just
and
so
I'm
clean.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what happened. I don't feel it, but I know something happened. So I wasn't sure what the fuck
You
happened.
didn't feel it because it was so like sharp or
I don't know.
venom?
I don't know why the fuck I didn't feel
You're
it.
just-
I saw
Not paying attention.
I saw a video of Tom Holt's new channel. I saw a video, a little snippet at the end of you guys feeding the Crocs at work. Those Niles cover so much ground so quick.
so fast.
That big, fat, 15-foot. It's like a blue tongue, basically. It's like 15 feet, and dude, it literally covered
It flies
25 feet in a split second, and it looks like he's barely moving, but he's covering so much
Yeah.
ground. Dude, he's glides over
We're
the floor.
literally running backwards.
And
like,
the
full
Orinoco,
speed.
you guys threw the Orinoco Croc.
The deer.
Yeah.
Oh my
Pops its jaws,
God.
flies out of the water.
What was supposed to happen there is we were gonna get the food and run back, but it was so fast, we just had to let go. We were like, yeah, nope, let go. He's out. He's gone. We've
Best
seen him
thing-
gallop like a Cuban.
Thank God you guys have a lot of land around that water.
Yeah.
That's the big. You need lots of land to work with those Crocs.
Dude, they are fast. They shoot out of the water like nothing. Like they don't even weigh that much. The big one gallops like a Cuban, bro.
Really?
The Orinoco gallops like a Cuban, 13 foot.
Do you have a crazy Croc story you can tell us?
Crazy Croc story.
I know you haven't been bit, but you have a crazy encounter you want to tell us?
Crazy encounter with a Croc. So I have a few.
You
I have
work with
few, I
a
have
lot
few.
of Crocs, bro.
I know.
You
I
work
know.
with a lot.
I know. But I haven't been there for many of the crazy things though. So it's like stories from other people. I think one of the crazier ones, let's just say one of my coworkers does not like bringing in sticks. You know, to have a
Yeah.
distance. So I was like, dude, bring in a stick. He goes, nah, I don't like it. It doesn't look good for the guest. I was like, all right. And let's just say the Orinoco's cornered him and he fell. And we had
Yikes.
to like literally get in between the Crocs, pull the Croc by his tail. Like it was a mess.
Shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the most I would say. Like
They'll eat you if they can. Or
Oh,
an Orinoco for sure.
For
I don't know how many deaths are documented, but I've seen them go after people in the wild.
Yeah.
I've seen cowboys getting chased by them in Venezuela.
Dude, they're
That's crazy.
insane. They're insane. There's just not that many of them. If there was more of them, they'd be fucked.
I saw a video of a cowboy, and I believe, I know it's Colombia and Venezuela they can be
Yeah.
found, but I think it was Venezuela. Shout out to Ruth. Ruth's from Venezuela.
Hey.
And this cowboy sees, it's like a little river creek going through a cow field. He sees the Orinoco down the creek. Him and his buddy jump across the creek and swim across as like a game. They both get across. The Orinoco comes and it's chomping at the bank.
Oh my
Giant
God.
Orinoco
Absolutely
croc.
not. Absolutely not. Their jaw, their snout is insane too. It's just meant to
Solid.
just rip apart, bro.
Solid.
It's meant to rip shit apart. And fuck it
Isn't
up.
there the record like 20 foot or something?
Yeah,
Isn't there
yeah.
a massive record for Orinoco?
Yeah, so it's a massive record, and because there's not that many, I've read that they can actually be the largest crocodile species.
Really?
I'd believe it. I mean, they live close to the equator. I think anything that lives close to the equator that's
Is
crocodilian
gigantic.
has the potential to keep growing.
So that's one of the theories, that they might be the biggest crocodile, bigger than a salty.
Dude, the ones you guys have are massive. The ones in Chris Dieter's place in Texas are massive.
Insane.
All the other spots, all the ones that I've seen, all the big breeders that are in the U.S. are gigantic.
Yeah, imagine the ones in the fucking country.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm obsessed with crocodiles.
No, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. I am halfway to having to use the restroom.
You suck.
Yeah. I
Shut
had
up.
coffee.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Bro.
You're good. You're good.
Listen.
Keep going. Keep going.
Slender snouts. Slender snouts.
Yeah.
Dude, this is a cool story. So, we get a call that we're about to get some slender snouts, right? We get told the slender snouts are 6-7 feet. So my team, we let everybody go home, and we left 3 people. When the slender snouts show up, it's a 13-footer.
Crocodile. So just so they know.
Yeah, like a slender snouted crocodile.
Yeah.
13 foot.
That's a big ass croc.
3
That's like
people.
max, isn't it?
3 people.
That's almost max size for that species.
Yes. 3 people. And we're like, how the hell are we going to do this? So the people that deliver it, we're like, hey, do you guys, like, can you guys help us? They're like, we can't touch these animals.
Liability?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
we're like,
it's off the property where they
my
work.
God, dude. 3 of us had to pick up a 13-foot slender snouted crocodile and bring it into its enclosure.
Well,
as
like
it's
600
trying to-
pounds?
Probably.
More.
Dude.
13 foot has to be
Dude,
more.
It was so
600 plus.
It was so bad. It was so bad, so heavy, bro. I've never seen a slender snout that big.
Crocs are just so dense. Like, just the tail of a big crocodile is so heavy.
Like if a
Or a
crocodile,
head of a big croc is just so heavy.
if a crocodile's laying down and you gotta lift up his arm and he doesn't want you to,
Dead weight.
dude, it's like you're lifting up like a
Beat that
whole
fast?
human. Dude, that was it. Do you poop pebbles? Dude? What's
No,
going
no,
on?
no. I just needed to go past gas.
I literally just saw you go behind the U.S. Ark banner and you came back. I didn't know there's a toilet behind there.
All right, we good. We good. The gas has been passed.
Dude, they're big. They're big, and now you have one. What do you think of that, bro?
The slender snout?
Yeah,
Beyond excited. Like a child.
the best croc.
One of the coolest crocodilians I've ever worked with.
Why is that?
They're so unique, and the camo pattern is a real showstopper. Also, like one of my big favorites is a Temistoma. It's one of my favorite crocodiles.
Yep.
It's my top 5 Temistoma for sure. Slender snouts were not in my top 5, but they're getting up there. I mean, it's 28 crocodilians. There's lots of good ones.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that say the same thing. Like one of our coworkers that just started, he saw the slender snouts and he was like, "Oh, that thing."
Especially an all black one with gold.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
primeval looking crocodile. Primeval. I'm obsessed with
insane.
them.
I looked up how they look in the wild, like pictures of them. They bask on like high up trees.
Yeah, I saw that. I want to do an enclosure with like
High up
falling over a
trees.
tree.
Yeah.
They climb?
Like, you know how sometimes trees grow like on the river
yeah.
and they grow like on top of it?
Yeah.
They climb up to the top of that
That
tree.
is so cool.
And just bask. They're slender, like their bodies are slender. So they just get up there, not like a huge one, not a 13 foot, but like a 5-6 foot. Just make it up and just bask up there.
You've seen the salties, right? In Australia, they have photos of saltwater crocodiles like 15 plus feet
What
up in
the fuck?
mangroves. And they're doing like riverboat tours. And they're like, look at the salty. And it's like an iguana up in the tree.
That's
A crocodile.
That's
A real
crazy.
crocodile. I love it. I love it when reptiles surprise you. They
Yeah.
just do things you wouldn't expect.
Talking about that, have you seen, you know, Dan the Turtle Man?
Yeah, where is he? Is he here today?
He was here yesterday. Dude, he bought mangroves and he's keeping them in fresh water. And he's building a pond with mangroves in it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Tell me that doesn't sound insane.
My buddy was doing that in South Florida for his turtles, and I was begging him to let me get the already potted ones that he grew nice. And I wanted to do that for my American crocs and salties and do their ponds like that.
it's
Just a
so
little bit, just for the
cool.
vibe of the estuarine habitat.
It's so,
Yeah,
and I didn't know
yeah,
they
yeah.
could even
Yeah.
stay in fresh water. They are so cool.
Yeah,
bro.
they can be in fresh, brackish, whatever. And apparently
is-
they're really easy to grow. You just stick the pot in some soil and you make sure it's wet all the time and it grows.
That is insane.
Yeah.
That is a cool tree, bro. A croc pond with mangroves in between, bro.
Yeah. So I'm probably going to do salties and Americans like that.
Dude, that is you have Americans?
Yeah, I've been trying to give your facility surplus Americans that I have. You know, I have like 12 American crocs, right?
Yeah, I need one, dude.
Well, you guys need to make some space. When you guys have some space, I've
Yeah.
been telling management I have crocs for you guys to use for education, perfect for training. I got like a 4-foot female that you guys could have, not Ziggy, of course, like
Yeah.
smaller, younger female.
Dude, I've never worked with American crocs.
They're awesome.
Makes me sad. Makes me.
They're
makes me
a
really
beautiful
sad.
animal. Whether it's you working with one in Florida or going to Costa Rica and seeing a giant one under a bridge, like they're
Dude,
amazing crocodiles.
I love seeing them. I literally have driven south just to see them.
Maybe what you could do is, of course, there's the guys here in Florida, but if you want to go out of country and have a little more fun with exotic stuff, maybe we all go meet up in Belize with the biologists like Marissa
Yes,
and help
yes.
her catch and measure crocs.
And there's more
'Cause then
lets there, too.
Then you can legally handle American crocs for research.
Fire.
You should all go do that. Belize is a quick trip.
Fire.
Yeah, if she's
And it's
willing to
cheap
have
too,
us,
right?
she's an awesome biologist and she's super nice.
It's cheap.
She's
too,
super
right?
nice, super gorgeous. She's totally going to let us come there.
There's more lets. I've seen more lets in Mexico.
Oh, really? I've
Dude.
been to Mexico briefly. I haven't been like true herping. I looked
Dude.
for some more lets. I couldn't find any.
Dude, listen to how I saw more lets, dude. This is beautiful.
The lagoon?
A lagoon.
Sorry,
Yeah. A lagoon. There's multiple, but there's a lagoon.
Laguna.
This place is called Cobra. So Cobra is a pyramid from
Yeah.
billion years ago, whatever.
Mayans,
Yeah.
Aztecs, or
Aliens.
So
aliens.
a big
Okay.
pyramid. In front of the pyramid is the lagoon, and then more or less crocodiles basking in front
how
of it.
big? A 6-footer?
Yeah, about.
And people go diving in there. It's legal.
So nobody was swimming, but there was people with kayaks in their backyards. I knocked on the door and I was like, "Can I use your kayak?" They just had license plates on the kayak, so he didn't let me use it.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I was like, "Dude,
You
please."
have to have a license plate on a kayak?
Yeah, I was like, "Please, bro, I take the license plate. I'll go to jail for this, bro. Just let me get in, bro. I just want to get to the more."
¿Por qué?
Yeah, ¿por qué? He didn't let me, but like a crocodile basking in front of a pyramid. Imagine like back in the day, like when those.
That sounds like a banger episode we should go film.
That is insane, bro.
Mexico and then go to Belize.
Right next to each other too.
Yep.
3-day trip.
Literally, and bro, there's so many in that pond. You will see them.
I'm dying to swim with them. I've briefly swam with Americans in good quality of water in South Florida. I've been in the water with a Cuban crocodile in murky water. Didn't really go snorkeling though. But I really love to be in the space of crocodiles. Obviously, in murky water it's dangerous, but I've always wanted to do a little like episode or documentary on salties in the Northern Territory of Australia, or maybe like Southeast Asia, where it's just like crystal clear water in the ocean, lots of space to work with to really film a salty on the reefs like Steve Irwin did.
Dude, I've seen
awesome.
a video that recently. This guy that used to work where I work, Skyler, dude, he posted a gharial in crystal clear water.
Where?
India.
I saw a clip of like ocean water, and there's a mugger crocodile swimming in India. I was like, what the hell? Is that the same guy?
Probably. Yo, he has a picture.
I saw that. I was like, what the hell's that
You know-
mugger doing?
You know
in
what he
there?
got a picture of? He got a picture of a tiger with a rhino in the background.
What?
Yeah. I'll show you, bro. It's insane. He got the
Safari guy's like to the rhino, stand here, sir. Stand here. Let them take the photo.
insane. But no, that should be.
I love traveling. I really wanted to travel more this year, but like I just got to build my place out. But next year I'm down to go do some stuff.
So with that, how do you keep the place and travel?
You have to have people who are experienced to work with your animal. Like, dude, you've been working with the Crocodilians. You've been getting your experience. People like you and people that have been doing it like really long, dealing with big cats, venomous, well-rounded people that I can trust. I'll have them paid to watch my place, take care of all my animals, work under my permits. But it has to be calculated. It can't just be a random person.
Yeah.
you
How
know.
do you choose?
People I've known my whole life.
There you go.
Like one of my part-time people, I've known her for 10 years. Worked with tigers, venomous, gators, lemurs, everything. So she has no death wish or anything. She doesn't want to get hurt. She wants to be safe, and she wants a job to work with animals. So it works out good.
Because I think about that with you a lot. I'm like, damn, this guy
I do everything,
a lot,
dude.
and it's like,
These people are not available as much as I could use them, you know? So I
Yeah.
do everything. So it is very calculated when I go out of town. When I went out of town to India, our good friend was helping me out, and he's well versed in venomous snakes, crocs, everything. So he's very trustworthy. It's a lot of liability. The animals I put a lot of time into, and they mean a lot to me, sentimental value. And then at the same time, people could die if they make a mistake.
yeah,
Of course.
So that's the thing. Like
The
trusting is
liability, yeah.
insane.
Yeah, so I got to wait till next year. The biggest thing is getting my 8-foot fence around my property finished. Now I'm not as stressed because now it's super secure. I can expand my facility now, build all the big croc exhibits, and know that people can't just walk into the property.
Yeah.
And if they get past the 8-foot fence, just don't. Just don't. Just don't, please. And also, please book a tour. Don't show up at my gate and ring my thing.
That
Do
happens.
you
my buzzer.
Do you have people that do that?
Yeah, I pull up to my gate sometimes, and there'll be a person who pulls up behind me like, I've been trying to ring you for months now. I'm like, oh, you live around here? And like, no, Melbourne, Florida. I'm like, what are you doing here? My kids live around here. Where are your kids? Oh, Miami. I'm like, what are you doing in Fort Pierce?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is creepy.
Yeah. Ooh, the voice of God.
The voice of God. Yeah, sorry if I'm dragging the podcast
No,
on too
you're
long.
totally
No,
fine, man.
no,
Look,
love it.
I just wanted to make sure you guys
I'm
have
learning
a long,
lot.
good,
Yeah,
fun
yeah.
podcast.
No, you guys,
You
you are good. Honestly, I just love the energy, man. I really like the passion.
I love you.
Oh, thanks, man. I got into this later, like already as an adult. I didn't grow up in
How old are you?
this community. I'm 30.
You're 30?
Yeah, I got into this when I was in
What? Why is this guy trying to laugh? Why is he,
I'm just waiting for
you
a
like how he
joke.
bullies
bro.
you?
No,
You
no,
take
no,
that
no.
shit all the time? You're just
Yeah.
gonna let him bully you like that?
Yeah,
Just
I
because
let
he's
it
about
happen.
3 feet taller than you? What the fuck?
But yeah, no, I appreciate it because since I didn't grow up in this, I like to see where different people come into this kind of stuff. And my inception into it was the reptile industry. And Chuck's helped me out a lot, taking me out, herping, appreciating it outside of a cage.
Yeah, the different aspects of it to really get a full perspective on these animals and not just,
Yeah, and it's just all this energy.
You're about to make a joke. I'm not going to
No. I was actually going to say, like...
I agree with you.
I was actually going to say, like... A lot of people...
This guy's an asshole.
Fuck you. A lot of people that don't like the things that I say, a lot of times don't have that experience of like every aspect of it.
Yeah,
I've done it all. I've done like the zoo. I've kept things myself. I worked at a reptile shop and I've been herping. Like I see it like from multiple angles. That's why I have the ideas that I do. And then some people have like, oh, I'm a breeder. I've been breeding for 30 years. Means fucking nothing if you haven't.
Yeah,
seen
that
the
won't
other
help
aspects.
you. The whole I've been doing this forever thing will never help you.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. And it's a closed-minded way of looking at things.
Yeah, with my business and everything I've been doing with my life, I've always had to look at it as like somebody who's enthusiastic and loves these animals, loves to work with them, wants to preserve them, but also being like, have the mindset of a person from the public that views these animals from the outside, not working with them. Because like, you got to think about how you're representing venomous snakes, crocodiles and whatnot. You got to, what I'm trying to say, like, you got to do it the right way. You can't just think as an animal person. If you think just like an animal person, you're not going to be able to grow.
Yeah.
You have to understand what the public sees, what the community sees, what everyone sees to really grow, And I think that's the best way to like build a channel, build a facility is to be well-rounded with how it's viewed. Instead of just thinking in one way, like, I'm a breeder. I deserve to do this stuff. No, it's not that. Sorry, I don't know why I went to you.
No, you're good. I get it.
But you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I keep deadly venomous snakes. When I moved to my area, I had to understand the perspective of all the people who lived near me at that new property and didn't like it.
Yeah.
Mambas, king cobras, you don't like them? I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. You're not supposed to. It's instinct not to like this kind of stuff. So
That
and then you just try to get those people to like those animals little by little.
Yeah.
Try to invite them over for dinner, whatever.
That's an interesting point because it's like right now you do tours at your place.
Yeah.
Imagine if you did tours and all you had was ball python racks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just send them to reptiles or something.
Yo, send me that timestamp.
That was crazy. No, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like, if a regular person is going to come in and do that and then go in and see that, they're not going to understand what they're looking at.
Yeah, and if you get too defensive on the animal side of things from what you know, and you just be open to what they're thinking, that's the thing. People like to argue instead of just being open-minded. Just listen to if they're upset, just listen. Listen to what they have to say.
My wife, when I started getting into this, got into this as an adult, she was like, you're going to keep the snakes in the drawer? Like, that is the reality. The reality is that the mainstream, the regular people, they don't understand that. But now that I'm posting blue tongue skinks outside, the enclosures outside, they're like, okay, this is a setup.
Yeah.
This is something else. It's something that anybody can appreciate if it's set up correctly.
And you stand out doing it.
Yeah.
It's so easy to stand out by just doing that.
Oh, dude, I built that giant king cobra cage, and everyone's like, damn.
Everybody.
Damn. Look at that space. Never seen that before. I'm like, yeah, it's a giant ass king cobra. It needs a house.
Yeah.
If not a jungle, let them be in the wild.
Yeah.
Not in Florida though.
I agree. When you were starting to do that, I remember you would post like not even it done or finished. And people were like,
it took forever to get done.
People were like, oh my god, that's so crazy, so much space, blah blah. It's not gonna eat. It's gonna.
Well, what happens when they're in the wild and they swim through rivers and go through bamboo forest? They encounter an elephant, a tiger. Oh, they stop eating? No, it's a freaking king cobra. They hood up, they growl, they say fuck off, and they go and they eat a retic, and that's how it goes.
Oh my god.
You know how a king cobra dies? A king cobra dies when you get one and you stress it the hell out and you don't let it acclimate. That's how they die. And you don't feed them rats all the time. They don't eat rats. They're technically supposed to eat snakes and lizards.
Yeah.
You just have to accommodate. A big retic, give it a big ass cage. Let it stretch.
No, let's put it in a fucking 4x4.
That's literally what people do, bro.
Dude, like vision cages are convenient, but like vision cages do not serve the proper housing for most of these larger animals, especially like step aside from snakes, like monitors. Like, oh my god, most monitors you should not keep in a vision cage.
They're too smart. They're too athletic.
They need like giant enclosures.
Yeah.
Giant.
They need to use their
Like,
muscles.
That's why I don't have Croc monitors right now. I've turned down Croc monitors every year because I don't have like a 15-foot tall enclosure that's like 20 by 50 foot or something.
Dude, what's that one zoo that just opened in Texas?
Reptilandia?
Yeah.
The owner of that is slithering around here, actually.
Oh, no fucking way.
His name's Quetzal. I've met him years back. He probably doesn't remember me. I had short hair when I met him, but he's around here. He was here yesterday.
Got you,
He has
dude.
quite the collection. He's got Komodo dragons. He's got the rarest snakes and lizards in the world. He's been doing this for a long... He used to own Reptilandia in Costa Rica. That's where I met him, and he sold it. And now he has a place in Texas.
Very
Interesting.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, he has that
He'd be
fucking,
interesting
like,
to talk to.
crazy enclosure for
is-
the Croc monitor.
is
He's
that-
like an old New Yorker guy.
Is that the one with the cell fins?
I think so. It's
They-
the one that
yeah.
a lot of
He's
people
got
have been
everything,
posting
dude.
recently.
Yeah,
He has
has
a
a-
Komodo dragon.
He has a crocodile monitor
yeah.
and cell
That's
fins
it.
in the same enclosure.
Giant 15-foot tall enclosures, all in a giant warehouse.
That's insanity, bro. And that's how it should be done. I wish more people wanted to do that.
Yeah, the problem is there's a lot of just wanting to get it.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, I've turned down a lot of stuff. I've turned down, like, in just the past couple weeks, I got offered monitor lizards, 6-footers. I got offered a big boa. Dude, I'm not going to take it if I don't have the right space.
Yeah.
I try to give homes to everything, though.
Yeah.
If you guys need any animals for, like, education and stuff, like, let me know, because there's animals I have to turn down, you know. You want monitors? Water monitors?
Not too many.
I think the animal's hardiness too doesn't help. I think people take advantage of that too.
Yeah.
Because they can go some time in the visions and they can go some time in racks and stuff. People get comfortable with that.
Dude, a crocodile can go a year without eating, and they'll think it's
that type
okay,
of
and it's
shit.
not.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they're alive, yes. Are they eating? Sure.
But they're not
okay.
thriving.
It's not where it's supposed to be.
The croc thing, I see a lot of people like try to like get them to feed just off of tongs, and it's like, bro, just put some fucking fish in there and leave that motherfucker.
Yeah,
alone.
in Richmond, let them hunt around,
Yeah.
hunt for fish, snails,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like
And the
that.
preset care requirements that we
Stupid.
see in the
Stupid.
trade just doesn't.
Oh, for
help
what,
either.
like a pet
Anything.
supermarket pamphlet?
Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
it's literally that.
But
Really?
literally, people have that temperatures and shit.
Well, a lot of people are just looking to sell stuff,
yeah.
yeah.
you know? And I hope more and more people become more and more responsible, because the only reason that stuff ever gets banned or anything like that is when people who have shops just sell willy-nilly to people who don't know what they're doing. And that's what I'm saying, like monitors. Like, dude, tree monitors and all the different monitors are fast as shit. They're lightning fast. They have to survive up in canopies with birds of prey and other lizards trying to eat them. You can't sell that to a person who's never handled a monitor. It's going to shoot past them and out his front door. And that's how we have monitor lizards running loose. And then eventually they'll get banned because so many people bought them and they lost them.
Yeah.
You know, thank God they're not banned yet. But, like, if people keep selling them like crazy, they will get banned, just like tegus, just like the anacondas, just like everything. So, by the way, I still have my anacondas. I got grandfather for the permits that everyone was freaking out about all those years ago.
Dude.
I've had my permits every year renewed, no problem. The guy who manages those permits is here. Gave him a big hug. I just saw him. Super nice guy.
It's insane.
Everyone's scared of the table. It just says FWC.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to talk to him. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
he's the way that you could run your business. Like, you need to talk to him. Like, you can't be scared of these guys.
respect, because a lot of people try to fear monger
It's
that.
the echo chamber.
Yeah, people try
That's
to
the old
fearmonger
school
that.
mentality, and they associate it with all their dramas back in the day. But their dramas back in the day they were breaking the law. And
Yeah.
they had what they had coming to them.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
I think the
Yeah.
mindset has become it's us versus them. When it's
Yes.
just
Yeah.
like, how can we do
100%.
this just in respect to our ecosystem?
But it's not
and
even how
figuring it out
can we. It's
together?
like how we have to.
Yeah.
There is no
Yeah.
other way around
But
it.
it's got to be a collaborative effort, is what I'm saying. It can't be
I don't
just
even-
us versus them. It has to be like, hey, how can we work with you
It's such a
to
waste of
figure this
energy.
shit out?
It's such
Yeah.
us versus them is such a waste of energy. In my mindset, it's like me versus the poachers.
Yeah.
And I go to the gym. You know what my motivation is? I'm running on the treadmill, and I'm thinking about these people who smuggle baby Komodo dragons off of Komodo and sell them to the pet trade in Asia. And I just think about how I should go like undercover and swim up underneath their boat and break it like Wolverine and drag them into the water and take all the Komodos back to the island and cut them loose, and then get every corrupt ranger taken out of that park. But there's so much corrupt stuff in the world. That's
Yeah.
why you got to take your wins as they come. I love Florida.
Yeah,
I
me
love
too.
Florida.
Amazing weather, incredible melting pot of people. That's why
Yep.
I love Miami. I got to meet so many different people growing up.
Yeah.
And I don't think I could live anywhere else. If I couldn't live in Florida, I would live in Asia. I love America. I'm a patriot. I love this country.
Yeah.
But if I can't have my permits and do what I do in Florida, I would just go to Thailand. My buddy offered me an Indian gharial for $3,500, captive bred. I can live in Thailand and have a pair of gharial. I can have Komodo dragons. I can have king cobras and live right next to one of my best friends, Chris Sweet. But I'm not doing it because I've dedicated my life to raising these crocs for breeding projects, getting my property. Maybe I'll do a second facility if I can make the money.
For real?
Hell yeah.
Maybe.
What would you do with a second facility?
Education, conservation, breed species I can't get here in America, breed them there. Cut them loose in the wild. Siamese Crocs are critically endangered. If I can breed pure Siamese Crocs, cut them loose.
My favorite.
I'm not looking to make money off Crocodilians. I'm looking to breed them, trade the babies to other facilities for other species to further my bloodlines and to further their bloodlines, but most of all to send them back to the wild. Sadly, it doesn't always work like that.
It's very hard.
Our country has issues with other countries sometimes. Like, I don't know how we would ever send a pure Cuban crocodile hatchling to Cuba, but at least we're breeding them, like, what, 80 miles away from the tip of Miami, however far it is. At least we're breeding them pure here in the United States. And that's all you can do for conservation, really, in the United States. Breed them in captivity, make the assurance colonies, don't make hybrids, don't inbreed them, and just keep the bloodlines diverse, you know? And then if you can get a deal with a government to release them, then sure. I'll give up every baby I produce. I don't care. I'll keep all the adults and give away every baby. I don't care. Like, I'm not trying to hoard crocodiles. That's a big thing growing up. When I got my permits, I noticed a lot of people wanted to hoard the Crocs.
Yep.
I had people have Crocs available. I tell them straight up I'm going to take them. These people are so hard-headed. They rather the animals die in their possession and they can't afford to take care of them than they go to other facilities and they're taken care of properly. If I have too much of something, I'll disperse the numbers so they're being taken care of right. I'm not going to hoard crocodiles. Right now, I'm good. I feed everyone good. I go to the bait shop every week, pay 60 to 80 bucks for live shrimp, fish, throw them to all the American Crocs, the saltwater Crocs, anything that like shrimp, and then I mix it up with other foods. I put so much money into these animals, but I'll give the babies away for free. I don't give a shit. Like, what's the point if I'm hoarding crocodiles?
You're doing
Seriously,
nothing.
what's the point of hoarding animals at your facility that go nowhere? You know? I don't know. I do know.
I think we should end there. That was fire.
That was fire.
That was fire.
Cheers,
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for letting me come.
Hell yeah, man.
Let me come again, please.
Yeah.
Come in my ear this time? Deadpool. How good was that movie?